I'm here to do an informative speech on how to prepare for a successful interview. Now, I know we all have been frustrated with the process of employment searching and getting a job interview. Being in this position can cause a person to be depressed. It can lower one's self esteem and reduce the motivation to even keep looking for a job. So at that point, stated in a magazine, Confusion Magazine, it states, "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but getting up every time we do." Saying that is, you're going to encounter some negative results, but you have to keep going until you get the positive results that you're looking for. The material in this speech will equip you with the information for a progressing job search process and getting a successful interview. You will be able to identify, organize, and develop the skills and resources that will increase your advantages and chances in getting hired at the perfect job for you. The first thing you would want to do is you would want to refocus your goals and your strategy techniques. You want to identify and develop and organize any skills and abilities that you have, because these skills and abilities become your values. And it's more like your motivations too. If you know that you do things very well, you're motivated to do these things. So you would want to identify all of these abilities of yours, because this becomes an advantage of and it becomes your value toward getting this job. And then the next step you would do, you would research different employers. You would want to research and network different employers and do a little background searching on the employers. So if you was to get an interview, you would be able to answer questions if they ask you questions about the company, because you have already done background information on the company. So you would be able to answer the question and see how you fit into the organization, and they would see that you did your homework and that you were really interested in this job. The next thing you would want to do is market your skills and your values. And in that way, that's saying you would put all this into a resume. You would market all the abilities and your experience and your motivations into a resume and make it fit the job that you're applying for. Make it relate to the job that you're applying for. And the first step in applying a job, you would want to send out an application letter. These letters are very important because they help you get through the door. Some people may just see resumes and see applications, but when they see an application letter, that's showing you exactly what you want. That's showing them exactly what you want, your interest in the position, and giving them a little summary of your experience and your education and things like that, things that you have already done. And that's some good get you into the door and get you the interview. So, and once you are interviewed and you go through the interview process, you will always follow up with a follow-up letter. I've been told many of times that supervisors and management and human resources employees take those follow-up letters and sometimes make the decision off of those follow-up letters, because they see that you are very interested in this job and you were thankful for the interview and that you still are very interested in the job, in the position. And you would always want to remember, when you do go into your interview, you would want to manage your stress to your advantage. If you know that being nervous will have you kind of, scared and have some fear in your heart, you want to use that fear to your advantage. And stated by Einstein, you're right to be afraid in an interview. Fear is not by Einstein, I'm sorry, by Paul Green here. He's like a coaching guide, and you would always probably want to use this as a coaching tech guide for you, because a lot of books in interviewing and job searching, they can guide you to do the best at what you're doing. They can help you guide you through the interview and the job search process. So it's good to have a book sometime, and that helps a lot. But as stated in his book here, you are right to be afraid. Fear is a valuable emotion. Kept under control, it sharpens your perceptions and makes you think more clearly. So right there, it's telling you, When you're sitting in an interview and you're nervous, you take that energy and you turn it around and you turn it into something positive. And just bring all your values and your motivations and your abilities out with that fear energy. And when you are in the interview, you will always want to background the person who's doing the interview, know their name, ask the receptionist or the person who checked you in who would be doing your interview, ask them what their position is in the company so you can relate to the person when you are in an interview. That can help you build question techniques that you would need. That would help you answer certain questions when you already know certain things about the interviewer and the company. When you come in, you want to come in dressed professionally. You don't want to overdress. You don't want to underdress. You want to dress as professional as you if you want. Don't bring anything with you other than the necessary things that you need. And one of the main things would probably be really good for you is to have a portfolio on you. And in the portfolio, it will consist of everything that you would need in the job search processing. It would consist of resumes, application letters, follow-up letters, reference information, a lot of things that you know that you would need when you go to an interview or when you fill out an application. Certificates, anything that you have, degrees, have all that stuff in your portfolio so you can have that on hand just in case they want that information from you. And stated by Einstein, strive not to be a success, but rather to be a value. You want to show the company that you are value to the company. You want to give them all of your abilities and show what way would you fit into the company and be valuable. Always note that when you're in an interview, check your verbal behavior, your verbal and your nonverbal behavior. Always have good listening behavior because you don't want an interviewer to be talking to you and you be distracted by some noise that's happening in the background. You want to show that you are paying attention to what he's saying, that you're interested in what he is saying, and that you can respond to the things that he's saying. And that shows that you're very interested in this job. That gives you a heads up and let them think that, this may be a good candidate. He has good listening skills. He knows what's going on. He's listening. He's taking information in. We can use a person like that. A lot of employers look at things like that. And always remember, the first impression is the most important thing. You want to come in the door looking like you're the right person for the job. Dress like it. Stand, shake the person's hand, have the information that's needed, be able to answer questions in a positive way, and it would always look up to you. So in this speech today, I just gave you information on identifying major key aspects of performing a constructive job search process and managing a successful interview. To have a positive result, being informed of how targeting the right job, marketing your values to your advantage, writing effective letters, and winning points with first impressions. These things are very important to you. And in today's economy, all relevant information on stabilizing employment is definitely resourceful. So this information should definitely be able to help you in your job search process. Thank you.